Well, it's Saturday morning, January 1st, 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. Last night you saw us drag this in the shop here. And today, we're doing a little mock-up with some parts we have. Just throwing ideas out there. This is how we design and build here at Highland View Hot Rods. We bar napkins and parts we have, and if it looks right and we can use what we have, we do it. If we don't, we source out and buy and barter and trade for something that is going to work for us. The next big thing I'm contemplating right now is what type of suspension this thing's going to ride on. Likely building our own frame rails, but trying to decide on a front end type, rear suspension type. Right now I have, what I have for an option is I have the front frame clip off from my mother's 55 Chevy Bel Air. If you guys have seen, but you will. That has, I believe, a Camaro clip. Dad will correct me when I'm wrong when he sees this video. I know we have a video of it, of him putting that clip on. But anyways, I have the original 55 front. I really wanted to run like a suicided front I-beam, or drop beam axle, straight axle. I wanted to run something, and then I was gonna maybe give it a little flare and twist of airbagging it, and then do a 4-link and airbag rear. But I'm considering, because I have the 55 front end, if I can make it look right. I'm not anybody that has a open wheel car or truck with IFS. I'm not saying it doesn't look right, but I've seen some that don't, and I want to make sure mine looks right, that I can hide and tuck and whatever. I mean, I'm not running fenders or anything, so I want it to look as clean as possible. But what that front end has going for it is the availability to easily upgrade brakes. I could easily do tubular control arms and airbag it. So if I use that front end, I have a few things going. A, I have it. It costs me nothing. B, the upgrades are fairly, I don't want to say they're affordable. Nothing's cheap, but they're readily available, more or less. And I can get a pretty good static height just by Z-ing my frame here. You know, when I come up here from my frame rails into the cab, I'll come up and tie into the 55 clip, so I can get this thing statically pretty low anyway, just running on the coil springs, which means I could do a 4-link and some coils in the rear and upgrade the bags later on, or I could run the bags now, or I could do leafs. And you know, I do know how to cut things off and redesign, but if I go with 4-link right off the bat back here, if I know that that's the ultimate plan for the future is to bag the front, then I'll be one step ahead of the game. Same thing back here. I'm gonna just step the chassis up from right behind the cab. It'll step up, you know, probably somewhere in here and run straight back. And at that point there is where I can, where that kicks up, I can tie my 4-links back to the rear end and bags or coilovers or coil springs or whatever I choose. But the shape of the chassis back there will be easy to, I say easy, fairly easy and straightforward to build that type of a 4-link rear suspension. And there again, I can pretty much pick my height to ride statically right like that. I don't have to channel the cab as much, which means I don't lose as much floor and head space, which means that if I want to take a couple inches out of here and chop this top, I can. If it's channeled way down, I can't take anything out of the roof really, because I'm not tall, but I'm not short either, and I don't like to be crunched and banging my head off the roof and not being able to see out the windshield. But a chop is badass. So we got this cool little, I don't even know what it's from. I think Dad got it out of the landfill, really. By looking at it, I don't remember the story, but now that sounds right. The ash landfill looks like it's been through the burn. But we're gonna lubricate these louvers here. This is a winter front that you can close up, but it's got all the mechanism going on back here, so we're gonna start lubricating the heck out of that, get those to open up. We'll probably just pick a desired opening and let it sit there, or tack it there, or whatever we gotta do, but we'll open those up some. Wanted to see how that'd look on here. So far, so good. I set it out in the in between the ends of the frame rails on the 55 clip, and the rail opening, I mean, the rails are out here somewhere, but I got looking at that as well. From that cross member forward, I can build any sort of frame horn look I want, or those have a good look if I want to just cut them and move them farther in so they're tucked in closer to the grill. Make some headlight mounts that'll kind of hide the control arms and all that suspension stuff going on. So I'm really leaning towards using that front end because I like the price. I can literally roll it in here. I have a rear end. There again, I believe, Dad will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's a Camaro rear end that he had given me. So I'd have Chevy bolt pattern all the way around, easy to run, some nice 16-inch wheels and just some steel wheels. So if anybody's got any of those kicking around, just some clean-ish as far as the shape to them, just a smooth-ish 16-inch wheel. I'm thinking probably off of you know, 90s, early 2000s GM car, just black steel wheels is what I'm gonna probably try to throw on here. Kicking around a few ideas on tire and wheel setup, but at least for mock-up, I know that that's something I'm gonna run for a wheel. Tire-wise, I got a couple ideas, and I'm not sure I'm gonna reveal that just yet. I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna reveal as we get closer, or as I make up my mind on it, because a couple of the options are kind of out there. Not that they haven't been done, they've definitely been done, but yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on that one. I know you guys have seen it laying in the corner, but everybody knows the motor says, why haven't you shown the motor on the video? Well, basically because it's tucked in the deep dark corner here, but here it is. There is the motor for the shop truck. Nothing too fancy, special. There's a good story behind it. I'll tell the story. I know I've talked about it before, but I'll retell the story of the motor, how it came, you know, how it came in my possession, and I built it in high school. It was a going little motor before I got my hands on it, and then I added a bigger cam. I freshened up the motor, which was already pretty fresh. The Reman 400 heads on a 350. I threw the bigger cam. They'll take some more of that right there. I put all that on there. So yeah, there's the motor. It'll probably make a whopping, 28 horsepower like a Briggs, but it's gonna look fast, and it's gonna look mean, and it's gonna sound crazier than hell. I already know what I plan on running for exhaust. I'll reveal that later on. Maybe I'll wait until I actually have them, because I think I'm gonna get anxious and actually order them pretty soon. So you'll see the headers that are gonna go on here. Here we have the 55 front end, front clip. And this is how we move things with no tractor equipment, a bunch of hands. This is how we do it. Just get shit done. Try to get this over, at least out of here, and I should be able to roll it over to the shop. See how it goes. Because you gotta have a Duramax to pull the big stuff like that. Probably bump into that plow, so I move the plow, but the truck the plow goes on is in the shop. I don't want to take it out of there. And there goes a propane tank. Nope, she stayed. Alright, we're good. Look at that. I might as well just keep going straight back. She don't turn and hit the trailer. She's a rolling. Get that chain off of there. Let the chain get wedged in there somewhere. Oh yeah, of course that would happen. There we go. All right, now we just need to get the rest of the way over there, which means we gotta move the caddy. Always moving something. Never enough space. Never enough hands. Never enough tools. But we get shit done. Oh, the old girl fired right up. Super good windshield wipers here. Oh, come on. Oh, heck with the wipers. We got one swap out of it. Alright, this might be difficult for me to try to record and drive here. Okay, well that didn't take long. Almost done. Just gotta put the rear part on and bolt the motor in. Right, babe?
What up, bitches?
You're supposed to say, "What's up, YouTube?"
Yo, YouTube.
And then I go like this. Hey, nice shirt.
Oh, hey. Thank you.
Boom.
I do make my own sometimes. Hey, that
Oh,
looks good.
almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean about like these frame horns here look like they're a little too wide, but I don't need any of that beyond here. So I can clean all this off and either use these tucked in closer, maybe rolled down a little more, or I might just make my own that look the part out here. And then put little headlight brackets and
Hey,
yeah.
you're amazing, and I know that you'll make it look wicked sweet, man.
Are you allowed to kiss on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do? Okay, back to the truck. Yeah, there it is. Almost done. Just got to glue a couple pieces together, put the motor in there, get a battery. I think things I'm looking at right now look a little funny to me, but if I squint a little bit, I think I can make all that work. That has a nice track width. It looks pretty mean from the front. I don't like the frame being that wide, but I know a guy with a welder and a plasma cutter and some grinders that can probably make that look however the hell he wants. Me. That front suspension I think will work.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, that grill's
It's thick.
pretty
I
badass.
like it.
Good find, Dad. Good find.
Yeah. And it
Holding
goes
on
good
to
with
it.
the cab.
For all those years, you knew it would be for a good project by your son. I'm still waiting for him to give me the okay that I can use it.
I mean, you asked
Dad.
him and he didn't say no. He said nice.
I said a whole bunch of things in a text
I think that's
message,
a yes.
and that's typical Dad. I'll write a paragraph and I get cool or nice. So, Dad,
Hey,
I know you're gonna
don't
watch this.
bag on him. He's been sending me videos.
He's
It's
been
awesome.
airdropping videos. So that's cool. I know you guys all like seeing Dad and what he's got going on. His commentary is probably much better than mine. He's a lot smarter than I am. But yeah, here's my start attempt. I gotta get this friggin' stupid new truck kicked out of here so I can actually get back, get a side view, and get an idea of wheelbase, where these front wheels are gonna go. I know space-wise, engine-wise, that kind of looks like that'll go in there. But visually-wise, I don't know if it's gonna be visually-wise. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know if it's gonna be longer. Yeah, we gotta go. Errands.
We'll come back later.
Yes, we'll be back.
We gotta
I'll
go.
probably like maybe get the rear end rolled in here with some tires and wheels on it and play around a little more. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
great. We'll
See you guys.
We'll
Bye.
see you soon.
Bye,
Stay
YouTube.
tuned.